What up, y'all? It's more Mr. Downtown Remy Ma. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from New Orleans for Tuesday, July 3rd, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Investigative reporter Brian Ross departed from ABC News on Monday after being suspended in December. An erroneous report about former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. The 69-year-old Ross, who has worked at ABC News since 1994, announced his plans to depart from the network along with Chief of Investigative Projects Rhonda Schwartz in a post on his Twitter account. Ross says it's time to say goodbye after 24 years at ABC News, an organization that has meant so much to us. While Rhonda Schwartz and I are signing off from ABC News, we are hardly leaving investigative journalism. There's so much more to do. In an email to the news division, ABC News James Goldstone praised Ross and Schwartz for their work covering topics including international human rights abuses and fraud, uncovering dangerous working conditions, sexual abuse cover-ups, and dishonest business practices, which he notes often led to changes in policy. Goldstone wrote, over the years, they have built a team of the best investigative journalists in our industry, and they leave behind an outstanding group that will continue to break stories for many years to come. The network suspended Ross for 4 weeks in December after he cited a Flynn confidant on air as saying Flynn was prepared to testify that President Donald Trump instructed him to contact Russian officials during his presidential campaign. ABC corrected the story hours after the original report aired, saying the source later clarified Trump assigned Flynn and a few other senior advisors after the election to find ways to improve relations with Russia, specifically regarding working together against the Islamic State. Andy Dick is facing charges for allegedly groping a woman as she passed him on a sidewalk in Los Angeles earlier this year, city prosecutors said Monday. The Los Angeles City Attorney's Office told Variety it charged the actor with 1 count of sexual battery and 1 count of simple battery for the April 5th incident. Law enforcement sources told TMZ the woman said Dick also made lewd comments towards her. He was expected to appear in court later this week. Dick has faced a number of legal troubles over the course of his career, including allegations of theft in 2014 and arrests for sexual abuse in 2010. The sexual abuse charges were dropped in 2011. John Malkovich has signed on to star opposite Jude Law in HBO's upcoming follow-up to the series The Young Pope titled The New Pope. Law portrayed the fictional first American Pope, Lenny Belardo, who caused chaos in the Vatican in the original series. Plot details for The New Pope, including details on Malkovich's character and the fate of Lenny Belardo following the first season, is being kept under wraps. Production on The New Pope is set to begin in November in Italy. Creator Paolo Sorrentino is penning the series along with Umberto Contrarello and Stefano Bassis. The New Pope is the latest television role for Malkovich, who will next be seen in BBC's 3-part adaptation of Christie's The ABC Murders. Law will next be seen in J.K. Rowling's fantastic beast sequel, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Kaylee Kuko's Big Bang Theory co-star Johnny Galecki and Melon Balak posted on Instagram photos from her wedding to equestrian Carl Cook. Kuko tied the knot with Cook on Saturday. The couple started dating in March 2016 after Kuko had ended her 21-month marriage to tennis player Ryan Sweeting. Galecki said on Instagram alongside a black and white photo of himself holding hands with Kuko, who is seen wearing a lace wedding gown. Couldn't be more happier for my fake wife at Norman Cook and Mr. Tan Cook, whose words brought us all to tears last night. So much love for you both. Galecki's caption is a reference to how his Big Bang Theory character Leonard is married to Kuko's Penny on a long-running sitcom. The pair had also dated in secret from 2008 to 2010. Galecki said in the second shared image from the wedding that also featured the couple, deepest congrats to newlyweds. Love you both so much, at Norman Cook and Mr. Tan Cook, so moved by tonight. Balak said, alongside a collage of photos taken from the wedding, including looks at the food served and fellow guest Will Wheaton, yes, we are thrilled to be at at Norman Cook and at Mr. Tan Cook's gorgeous wedding, and it's super fun, right? And it's Will Wheaton. Television personality Brad Gretzky, who is also present at the wedding, posted on Instagram a video of Cook walking down the aisle to meet Kuko walking down the aisle to meet Cook. He says, "Last night was magical. Congratulations at Norman Cook and Mr. Tan Cook. Love you guys so much. Wishing you many years of happiness. Hashtag KC Square." Celebrity couple Barbra Streisand and James Brolin are celebrating 20 years of marriage. The 76-year-old singer sent a sweet message to Brolin on their wedding anniversary Sunday. Streisand shared a photo of herself with the 77-year-old actor that was taken at the Los Angeles premiere of Sicario Day of the Soldado last week. Josh Brolin, Brolin's son with ex-wife Jane Cameron Agee, stars in the new movie. Streisand captioned the picture, "Has it really been 22 years since our blind date?" at James Brolin _. Married for 20 years, happy anniversary, honey, BX. Streisand recalled her first date with Brolin in an interview with W in 2016. She says, "I met him at dinner and expected a bearded mountain man type, and he had cut all of his hair and was clean shaven. I asked him, 'Who screwed up your hair?' He later told me that's when he fell in love with me. My fellow likes to hear the truth, which is unusual." Streisand and Brolin married in July 1998 at the singer's home in Malibu. Streisand was previously wed to Elliot Gould and is parent to son Jason Gould with the actor. Brolin is also parents to son Jess Brolin with Aggie and to daughter Molly Brolin with ex-wife Jan Smithers. Kate Hudson is still enjoying yoga amid her pregnancy. The 39-year-old actress, who's expecting a baby girl with boyfriend Danny Fujikawa, spent time visualizing a healthy delivery Saturday ahead of her daughter's birth. Hudson shared a photo on Instagram of herself performing a reclined yoga pose. The expectant mom showed off her baby bump in a printed crop top and leggings from her Fabetics activewear line. She captioned the pose, visualizing and connecting to "my first filthy dirty martini, hashtag Namastad, hashtag miss my martinis, hashtag weekend, hashtag my Fabletix at Fabletix." Hudson's the right parents to two sons, 14-year-old Ryder with Chris Robinson and 6-year-old Bigham with Matt Bellamy. She posted a picture Friday of Fujikawa and her sons in Siena, Italy. The star wrote, adding 3 heart emojis, "These guys." Hudson also shared a sweet photo of Fujikawa in Tuscany earlier in the week. The actress announced her pregnancy in a video on Instagram in April. She said, "At the time, my kids, Danny, myself, and the entire family are crazy excited. A little girl on the way." Nikki Bella has given an update on her relationship with John Cena in a new video posted onto the Bella Twins YouTube channel. The clip released Sunday features Bella discussing where her and Cena stand after the WWE power couple announced they had split in April after a 6-year relationship, and as the current season of Total Bellas continues to chronicle the lead up to their breakup. Bella said in the video, "Right now we're just friends. We are both working on each other and trying to work on us." She continued, "We talk every day. He is not only my best friend, but he is truly one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Hopefully one day we will get back together, and if we don't, we just both want each other to be very, very happy." Bella also discussed what fans can expect in the upcoming episodes of Total Bellas, including her bachelorette party, how the planned wedding to Cena would have looked, and the season finale will be emotional. Bella said, "The season finale is very tough. It's very honest and raw and real, and you will see why John and I are where we at today." Bella and Cena's split has followed the 3rd season debut of Total Bellas, which featured the former Divas champion reconsidering her wedding because she wanted a child and Cena did not. Cena then appeared on Today in May and told host Hoda Kotb and Kathy Lee Gifford that he was now willing to start a family with her. Rumor couple Josh Duhamel and Eliza Gonzalez were spy kissing during a trip to Mexico. The 45-year-old actor and 28-year-old actress got close during a visit Sunday at Molillo Lagoon, according to E! News. Entertainment Tonight said that Duhamel and Gonzalez kissed and embraced during their outing on the water. Duhamel wore a t-shirt and white board shorts, while Gonzalez sported a sharkskin print bikini. Duhamel and Gonzalez were first linked in February following the actor's split from Fergie. The pair stepped out together for a dinner date at the Matusha Beverly Hills restaurant in June. Sources told People at the time their relationship started out slowly, but lately they are spending more time together. They seem very happy. Devil will separate from Fergie in September after 8 years of marriage. Fergie, who is parent to 4-year-old son Axel with the actor, subsequently told Entertainment Tonight that she and Devil remain friends. The singer said, "We're great friends, Josh and I. There's so much love we have for each other. We really like each other. We have fun with each other." Jersey Shore star Dina Cortez has announced on Instagram that she is pregnant with her first child, a baby boy with Christopher Buckner. Cortez said Monday alongside a photo of herself with Buckner, "Chris and I decided to wait until we were ready to spill the beans. Now that we are safely into our second trimester, us and our little monkey are ready to tell the world our little family is growing." The photo features the couple holding up a baby-sized shirt that reads "Coming Soon" and a 4th of July themed sign that announces that the baby is expected to arrive in December. The reality star continued before confirming the upcoming baby's name. "We have a sweet little boy on the way. We are truly blessed and our hearts are filled with so much joy and happiness. December can't come soon enough. Daddy and Mommy can't wait to meet you, Christopher Jr. You're going to be the most spoiled little boy ever." Cortez and Buckner tied the knot in October during a ceremony that was attended by her Jersey Shore castmates, Nicole Snooki Polizzi, Jenny J. Wild Farley, Mike the Situation Sorrentino, Sammy Sweetheart Giancola, Paulie D. Del Vecchio, and Vinny Gargiolini. Cortez recently appeared in the newest version of Jersey Shore titled Family Vacation. The show was renewed for a second season in February. Rogue One, a Star Wars story star Felicity Jones is married. The 34-year-old actress tied the knot with director Charles Gard in a secret wedding Saturday, as Weekly reported. Jones' reps confirmed this Sunday to Entertainment Tonight. Jones and Gard said that their ideas at the Sadelia Castle outside Wycombe, Gloucestershire in England. Jones and Gard got engaged in May 2017 after 2 years of dating. Jones had discussed her love of romance in an interview with The Telegraph a few years prior. The star said in 2014, "I'm definitely romantic and I love romantic stories. That's why I keep making romantic movies. It's fun how seeing a love story never gets boring because it's the dream, isn't it? It's the dream to have a true connection with another human being." Jones is known for the theory of everything and playing Jyn Erso in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. She will next portray Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg in the upcoming biopic On the Basis of Sex. Liam Payne and Cheryl Cole, who share a 15-month-old son Bear together, have decided to call it quits after more than 2 years together. Payne said on Twitter Sunday to announce the breakup, "Cheryl and I are sad to announce that we're going our ways. It's been a tough decision for us to make. We still have so much love for each other as a family. Bear is our world, and we ask that you respect his privacy as we navigate our way through this together." Cole also commented on the split on Twitter, stating, "We're sad to announce that we are going to go our separate ways. It's been a tough decision for us. We still have so much love for each other as a family. Bear is our world, and we ask that you respect his privacy as we navigate our way through this together." Payne, a former member of One Direction, and Cole, a singer and former member of Girls Aloud, famously met on the UK version of The X Factor. Cole was a judge on the show, while Payne was paired up with Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, and Louis Tomlinson as One Direction after they failed to advance as individuals. In March, Payne commented on the struggles he and Cole face as a couple and how they dealt with rumors about their relationship. Payne said about the rumors, "The funniest thing was a week before we were getting married. Next week we're splitting up. And the thing for me is I just like to think we're somewhere in the middle. You know, we have our struggles, like, of course, I'm not going to sit here and say that everything's absolutely fine and dandy because, of course, you go through different things, and that's what a relationship is." Pink and Carrie Hart are sharing photos of their short visit to Bali with their 2 kids. The 38-year-old singer and 42-year-old former motocross pro posted pictures with 7-year-old daughter Willow and 18-month-old son Jameson in Indonesia ahead of Pink's concerts in Australia. Hart shared a slideshow Sunday from his family's jet-lag stop in Bali. He included a video of a traditional dance performance. Hart captioned the post, "Photo done from our jet-lag stop at Bali." Pink posted a slideshow of photos the day prior, including a snapshot of herself and Hart with their kids. She wrote, "Thank you to the people and the ocean and the energy of Bali. We love you." Pink and her family are traveling during a short break in her Beautiful Trauma World Tour. She will kick off the second leg of her tour Tuesday in Perth, Australia. Pink confirmed in an interview with Red Book in May that her family would be accompanying her on tour. The star says, "I know this is going to be hard, but we'll make amazing memories." She qualified, "When touring stops working for the kids, if they decide they just want to be home and have a normal life, whatever that means, I'll stop because they are by far the priority. But I think it's cool that they get to see their mom be the boss and work really freaking hard to realize a dream." And now let's take a look at what happened on entertainment history. On this date, in 1969 and 1971, Brian Jones and Jim Morrison died 2 years apart to the day. Rolling Stones guitarist Brian Jones is found dead of an apparent accidental drowning on this date in 1969. 2 years later to the day in 1971, Jim Morrison dies of heart failure in a Paris bathtub. For all the high publicized brushes with the law that Mick Jagger and Keith Richards would have in the late 1960s, it was the original leader of the Rolling Stones, was the group's original bad boy, who lived, in the words of Pete Townsend, on a higher plane of decadence than anyone I would ever meet. A gifted musician, Jones helped create the soundtrack and countless classic Stones tracks with his work on guitar, sitar, marimba, and other instruments that were then considered exotic for rock and roll. But he also helped create the stereotype of the wasted rock star with his prodigious drug habit and his declining ability to contribute to the Stones' recordings. John Lennon recalled in a 1970 interview, "At first, Brian was the most interesting Stone, but he was one of them guys that disintegrate in front of you." Unable to show up for recording sessions due to his drug habit and unable to play properly on the occasions that he did, Brian Jones was also refused an entry visa to the United States in the spring of 1969 due to his recent drug conviction, upsetting plans for a fall tour of the States. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards fired him on June 8th, and a little more than 3 weeks later, the 27-year-old Jones was found dead at the bottom of the swimming pool at his home in Sussex. Rumors of foul play would persist for years among fans and conspiracy buffs, but the coroner's official ruling was death by misadventure on July 3, 1969. 2 years later to the day, another 27-year-old rock star would die under uncertain circumstances, Jim Morrison. As the charismatic frontman of the iconic 1960s group The Doors, Jim Morrison created a template that charismatic frontmen are still emulating nearly half a century later. Young, good-looking, and clad in skin-tight black leather pants, Lizard King mesmerized a generation with his stage presence and his lyrics about funeral pyres and mystic heated wine. But the trippy mix of Nietzsche, Blake, and Huxley that the young dinosaurs peddled was usually filtered through heavy doses of bourbon and mescaline or some other combination of alcohol and drugs. While the precise circumstances of Morrison's death on July 3, 1971 are fuzzy enough to have fueled persistent rumors that he is alive, what is known for certain is that he was found dead in the bathtub of the Paris apartment he was sharing with longtime girlfriend Corson. Because no evidence of foul play was found at the scene, because Corson told French authorities that Morrison had not been using drugs or no autopsy was conducted, and heart failure was cited as the cause of death. In the years since his untimely death, Morrison's most prominent biographers, Jerry Hopkins and Danny Sugarman, have asserted that Morrison suffered an accidental heroin overdose that night, based their claim on Corson's allegation that he was in fact using drugs sometime before her own death by overdose in 1974. Also on this date in 2012, TV legend Andy Griffith dies. Andy Griffith, famous for his role as the good-hearted small-town sheriff of the fictional Mary Berry, North Carolina on the 1960s sitcom The Andy Griffith Show, dies at the age of 86 in his North Carolina home. The actor was also known for a starring role in the 1980s-1990s TV drama Matlock, in which he portrayed a shrewd Atlanta defense attorney. Andrew Samuel Griffith was born on June 1, 1926 in Mount Airy, North Carolina. He majored in music at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, graduated in 1949. Griffith went on to teach school for several years before finding success as a stand-up comedian. In 1957, he made his feature film debut in the critically acclaimed drama A Face in the Crowd, starring in a serious role as a drifter who becomes a manipulative, power-hungry celebrity. The Andy Griffith Show premiered in the fall of 1960 and quickly became a hit. Griffin played the amiable sheriff Andy Taylor, a widower raising his young son Opie, played by Ron Howard. Set in the small, idyllic community of Mayberry, based on Griffin's hometown of Mount Airy, the show included an ensemble of eccentric characters such as the bumbling deputy Barney Flash, played by Don Knotts, the prim Aunt B, played by Frances Bouvier, the gas station attendant Gomer Pyle, played by Jim Neighbors, Floyd the Barber, played by Howard McNeil, and Otis the Town Drunk, played by Hal Smith. Folksy sitcom memorable for its whistle-themed song, which played over opening credits featuring Andy and Opie on their way to go fishing, continued to air in reruns. Additionally, the program spawned TV shows Gomer Pyle USMC 1964 to 1969 and Mayberry RFD from 1968 to 1971. During the 1970s and 80s, Griffin appeared in several short-lived TV series and various made-for-TV movies before again finding success in the legal drama Matlock, which originally aired from 1986 to 1995. The actor's final role was in the 2009 feature film Play the Game. Also in 2009, the Andy Griffin Museum opened in Mount Airy. TV legend died of a heart attack on July 3, 2012 at his home in Roanoke Island in North Carolina. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, July 3rd, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Thursday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great Independence Day. Good night and God bless you all.